Hello people YouTube, this is the ps2 review. I'm gonna do my favorite game, one of my favorites, Kingdom Hearts. It is designed by Disney and Square Enix, some of the biggest names in quality in RPG. Disney for its wonderful character development design, and Square Enix for it's one of the biggest RPG series ever designed. It's very, very popular. This game is very odd, especially its opening. If you're watching, my my talking is not going to be too relevant to the video. I might make a few notices here and there, but not much. Here's the basic story. You're Sora. You've been chosen by this thing called the Keyblade to destroy the Heartless. Along the way, your island gets destroyed, and you're thrown to this place called Kingdom Hearts 2 in my head. Traverse Town. And you want to go find your friends Riku and Kairi, who are somewhere in the universe where I will not spoil. And you're very, very hallucinous. You will hallucinate like 4 times for every half hour. No, just not really. Every world you have one sort of hallucination of seeing either Riku or Kairi when they're not actually there. But as I was saying, so that's basically the story in a nutshell. I don't want to go too deep. Next up in my line would be characters. Each character is designed rather well, each with their own relative emotion or feel to them. There are also some Final Fantasy characters that you might not recognize. There is Tidus, who is the one I'm fighting right now, from Final Fantasy X in kid form for some reason. There's also Waka, who is the one with his arms behind his head, and some girl with the jump rope who I have to assume, since the other two were Final Fantasy characters, she is one. So, yes. There's also Riku Kairi. Riku is a kid that wants to know why he was put where he was. If he's supposed to be part of something bigger. There's Kairi. We don't really know where she comes from until Kingdom Hearts 2, which I will not go into. She doesn't remember where she came from, and she would like to visit it, but she's happy where she is. Riku got his idea to go to different worlds from Kairi coming to their island when she was a child. Or a younger child, I should say. Now let's move on to RPG-iness. That's weird to say. On the tutorial island, there is very little customization whatsoever. Later on, you can get different keyblades and accessories, keychains, whatever you want to call them. And you can customize abilities. But on beginning level, you're kind of stuck with what you got. Alrighty, so since I really got that out of the way quickly, there is camera, which many people complain about. I can honestly see why. I don't really have that much of an issue because I am used to using the R2 and L2 for camera angling. I do prefer the right analog stick. Sadly, they don't do that in this one. There's the first shot of Keyblade. Keyblade. I know who's saying that, but you don't. Sucks to be you, buddy. Alrighty, next up is the smoothness with the game. Is there much lagging? No. There are a few parts where you will lag. You'll drop 1 frame at most. That's about it when you're doing a heavy fight scene. or a cutscene. Thankfully, my new Dazzle is very, very smooth. The picture is great. And it's not dropping many frames. It's actually, it goes straight through my Dazzle, so it's dropping even less frames than it normally would on my TV. Back to where I was. Now, the smoothness is absolutely wonderful. It's a very, very fluid game. And each event leads to the next. It's not any cut dry. There's actual reason to listen to all the cutscenes, which you are forced to do in this one. Kingdom Hearts 2, they delete that. Well, you can skip them if you wish. I usually don't. Finally, the challenge of the game. I would have to put the challenge in 1 out of 10. I would have to say at least a 7. It is extremely hard in the beginning. Actually, I'll do 7 for the beginning. For the very, very beginning, it's extremely hard. You're going against things 20 times your size, and you suck. You're only at like level 5. You're really, really weak. So, yeah. The challenge is very, very, very hard in the beginning. The same cannot be said for the middle part of the game. The middle, on the other hand, is much easier. You're leveling up. The bosses are smaller, a bit easier to battle. They are definitely, it makes the game easier to go through. But remember, even if they're easy, keep leveling up. It matters. In the end, it is freaking ridiculously hard. These guys are like 20 times the amount of health you have. I'm not going to spoil anything else by telling you what movies. But yeah, I would have to put that at a 9 on a scale of 1 to 10 for the hardness at the end. That looks like this ends up my game review for Kingdom Hearts 1. I hope you guys liked it. And the final score, 1 out of 10 for the entire game, is a 7 out of 10. Just trying to be fair. I love the game, but I have to be very honest. It was not the best. It was very fun, but had its issues. So I will give you. I hope to get another review up tomorrow, the day after, sometime this week or next week. Thank you so much for watching my first ever review using my Dazzle. If you like the quality, tell me. Even though it doesn't really matter, I'm gonna keep using it. Alrighty, talk to all you later. See ya. If you like crummy comedy, check out my other account name. I will put the link up on the comment or the sidebar. I am Conson's Mug. Check me out. Alrighty. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.